And we are live.
Nice. Congratulations on our first live broadcast. You all ready to go?
The maiden voyage.
All right. Let's run that fancy intro you made, Tone.
Here we go.
Well, technical difficulty right off the bat. Hey, we have one viewer. Maybe we should have waited till we had at least two before we ran the intro.
That's all right. I think they can catch up to it.
All right. We're all good to go technically?
Yeah, it's just my Instagram wasn't connecting, but everything else is looking good. So we're good. We're live.
All right, cool. For the people we got watching, we decided to put a little show together called Comics in Quarantine. I don't know if any of you know any stand-up comedians, but they're hilarious and they're usually batshit crazy, highly energetic, and we want to find out what comics are doing when they're sitting home quarantining. So we got our good friend Dave Russo, world famous man, to hop on with us.
There he is.
Dave.
He has turned into
Looks like his
You
head.
guys
Right?
looking for me? I gotta take the Viking helmet down. How you doing?
Good. How you doing, Dave? Good to see you.
I'm doing great. Conductor Productions. How we doing?
Very good. Thank you very much.
We got two viewers. We are nailing this thing right now. How we doing?
We're up to 25 right now. That's pretty good. So, listen, Dave, I know you're one of the most energetic people I know. I've hung out with you quite a few times. I can't keep up with you. First question is, where are you quarantining right now? What are you doing?
Well, right now I am live, coming to you live from the convent in the 02148 neighborhood. Yes, where I went to parochial school. I bought into a condo, and it was a convent that got redone over. So yeah, I'm living the dream right now. I got God on my side. I'm healthy.
That's good. And that kind of, to me, I know how hard it is to be a comedian. I kind of know firsthand. I tried it once. I failed miserably, and I will never go back. But it's not an easy road at all. You have your own place. You're not living in your parents' basement.
No.
So
As of 48 months
you're
ago.
kind of a successful human being when it comes to being a comedian. Is that?
Yeah. As of 48 months ago, I no longer live in my parents' basement because they sold the house and they downsized. So I moved into the convent, and I never looked back. And
Good.
Listen, but this is the whole thing, man. I live in a convent, so I do feel spiritual now. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm trying to keep up with the traditions of the church, by having women on their knees, praying to God. I don't know if this is a family show.
It
Right
might be. I think my daughters
we
are on
better get a joke out there sooner or later, or people are going to tune us out.
Leia, I mean, you're the real deal. You've been on an E-series called The Entertainer. I know you've been you're regular at the Laugh Factory in Vegas. You've been at Comics Come Home with Dennis Leary. You worked with Dice, David Chappelle, Charlie Murphy. I mean, what am I missing here?
Well, I'll tell you what. You mentioned one thing: the ETV series, The Entertainer. That was 15 years ago, and I was actually not a lot of people know about the show because it was 6 months before Twitter came out and Facebook. So the TV show is now called America's Got Talent. But this is the story. I made it all 10 episodes. I was runner-up for $1 million.
Holy shit.
And that's pretty much why I live in a convent, right? And I'm not hanging out with Charlie Sheen and the Goddesses, thank God.
Who was the one person that beat you to the $1 million? You'd be on an island somewhere.
Well, yeah, Rhode Island. I'd be down in Rhode Island. That $1 million. It was a show in Vegas, but Mr. Las Vegas. That million. It was probably about a quarter. About $250,000 after taxes and things. So I did get a contract, but I didn't get the big dog. I didn't get the big dog.
That's good.
Yeah.
So why do you call it the convent? Tell me that again.
Well, so in Malden, there's a school that's a parochial school, and it used to have nuns. And so the convent was next to the parochial school. And the reason why I know this is because I went to the parochial school, okay? And so in 2009, they redid the convent over because there's no more nuns. I mean, if nuns...
You're literally in an old convent.
How do you reproduce nuns if nuns don't reproduce? So I don't get it.
Good point. That's a good point.
So they redid now it's a condo. It's 9 owner-operated units, and as a matter of fact, I don't use the roof deck, but I go up there now to be closer to God. And now I think, aside from Conductor Productions producing this show, I think you guys should produce my comedians and cornhole game on my roof. It's enough space so you can social distance, and you can just play with those bags all day. I mean, Jesus, it's a way to work out. Look, I wore my Fitbit yesterday. I did 38,000 steps I didn't even leave my room. I mean, I don't know how that happened.
We're in a hamster wheel.
You got, and I'm ambidextrous. So.
Hey, you're gonna be good at cornholes. Right down the street, we got that bowling alley. They got cornhole competitions. You know the one in Malden.
It's town line.
Yeah, town line.
Mixed 360. Yes,
Yep.
I've been thrown out of there. Absolutely, I have. And if you're from the 0214 and you haven't been thrown out of there, then you're not a real Malden guy.
Exactly.
Now all my friends watch the door.
We actually have a clip of you from one of your live shows. I'll pull that up now so people can get an idea of kind of who you are a bit.
My mom decides to homeschool me. My mom takes the job very seriously, right? She actually started off every morning with roll call. Every morning, Dave Russo here. Okay. Recess was fun. Me and my boomerang. School dance kind of sucks. My mom's like this tall.
And there it is.
Homeschooling? Is that homeschooled?
That was a homeschool joke. What are you doing there, Dave? What do you got?
Oh, this
Digging
right
in?
here is the Focino Vineyard Malbec, which came out in 2018. Out in 6 days, and now it's the leading, and yeah, it's now one of the leading sellers at Focino Vineyard. So I figured I'd have a glass of wine and toast of. This is the inaugural. This is the inaugural Conductor production comedians quarantine.
And you're absolutely right.
I don't know what other comedians are doing. I hope they're writing jokes. We should have some great jokes coming out of this little situation, huh?
I think so. What is this sparking any creativity in you, David?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been, when you're home alone, you're thinking of things. So music motivates me. So I do what's called bongs and songs, where, you smoke out of a bong and then you sing songs, and it opens up your flow. You know what I mean? Bongs and songs. We'll have to post a video of that on the upcoming episodes. I'm trying to open up this wine. I'm having a hard time. It's very embarrassing that I can't do this.
That's all right. Take your
I hope
time.
you're better at drinking it than you are to opening it.
Yeah, no, I tell you what, man, I've been writing some jokes, and I've been taking down notes about the jokes. I mean, put it this way, all right? We're in this quarantine thing. If you have a big nose and nice eyes, the mask ain't really a bad look on you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about it, right?
Yeah. What are you saying?
You know what I mean?
I feel like it helps cover up my patchy beard. I've been pretty stoked about it.
That doesn't look too good there, Dave.
We nailed it. Oh, boy. Whew.
Did you help them make this wine, or are they just using your face?
Oh, no. It's Focino Vineyard. It's a Malbec Red. And like I said, it's sold out in 6 days. And it's a blue-collar wine. Basically, it's what the fishermen or what the guys who they work all day, then they come home and have a nice steak, and then they would have a nice red glass of wine. So cheers. Salute to Conductor Productions, Comedians Quarantine #1.
Thank you, sir. Cheers to you. Hey, so quick question. What are you like? How do you balance your jokes? Like, what are you doing to keep yourself sane?
Okay.
Or are you staying sane? Are you going insane?
I told you I've been doing. I've been shooting. Because of the wine. Actually, I've been shooting like commercials because we deliver it. The winery's out of Hollis, New Hampshire, so we deliver the wine. And since during the day I have a mask and gloves, if somebody orders a bunch of wine, I'm probably going to deliver it to them. Right? I just think that. So that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm keeping myself busy. I play the cornhole on the roof deck.
Yeah.
Bongs and songs, and the jokes I've been writing. The jokes. Let's see if any of these. Let's see if you like any of these jokes that I've been. Oh, well. First of all, how about this? We're all guys here.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that we know of that's essential is, the regulars. Walmart, that's essential. But people like Lyft and Uber.
Mm-hmm.
What about those people? What about that girl who dances on the weekends, right, to pay for that college? What about her? How are we subsidizing her? So I'm willing to take a risk to drive poles to women's houses and install those poles from 6 feet away and maybe learn how to dance myself. I don't know.
You got a big heart, Dave.
I'm always thinking is what I'm, you know what I mean? I'm always thinking, how can I help the people in need?
Hey,
Not about me.
not all heroes wear capes. Some of them wear a scally cap. Brilliant.
Well, you know what? I tell you what, I learned something about the nurses, and God bless the nurses, man. Seriously, and this is, but the emergency room now is called the emergency department. Okay, the ER is now called the ED. I'm a guy when I'm associate ED with ED, so she kept saying, "I got to work the ED all night. I got to work the ED all night." And I didn't really know what that meant, so I thought this girl really works a lot with the ED. So God bless you, nurses in the emergency rooms and the emergency departments, and when you have to deal with people that have emergency departments in the ED. There you go. All right.
So what did you do to stock up? Like, what are the essentials in your house?
Awesome. The essentials for me, I would say devil dogs and Preparation H bumbity bum wipes, to be honest with you. And now, I don't mean that to be goofing around. The Preparation H wipes, it sounds like, oh, Preparation H, you have no, it's a bum wipe that they invented. They were the first ones to come out with it. And the reason why I've never had those hemorrhoids because I use that. And they have aloe vera. So that would be I've thought about this. My number one essential is freshness. So the Preparation H bumbity bum wipes, and I would go ice cold milk, the red cap, not the blue cap, none of that crap. Red cap, devil dogs, and Entenmann's donuts. I mean, those things, the cinnamon donuts, and yeah, so those are my top 4 essentials.
With the dots on top? I like those Entenmann's with the dots on top. You ever seen
you like the ones with the dots? I go with the traditional powdered donuts.
Oh, I love the chocolate ones. They're so good.
And you like the chocolate ones. Yeah, I just found out that they have chocolate covered Entenmann's donuts now too. But those, you need to really stock up on the bumbity bum wipes.
I'm gonna blow your mind. You put your devil dogs in the freezer and then give them a shot. It'll change your world. Unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah,
I got one for you. I'm going to do that. I'm absolutely going to do that, but I'm going to give you one now. York peppermint patties, right? In the refrigerator. You take them out, dip them in peanut butter. You eat it, and then you drink milk. And, you're going to be like, you're going to be Seattle dancing. Oh, that's another thing what I did. You know what I did to entertain myself? I bought one of those headbands with the balls in it, your box.
Oh,
right?
Did you?
They show, I have a video up. They'll have to see it. It's on the Facebook page somewhere. But I'm punching. I'm getting balls in the face. Balls in the face. You can't do it. You can't. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I tried it all day. You know, it was tough.
So you're cornholing and getting balls in the face.
Listen, you know what I mean? I'm doing what every guy would like to do for the rest of his life, basically. All right, what else we got? Here?
Big I don't know where to go from there.
I know where to go for this. We're all about working out and staying healthy, right? Taking our meds. For instance, like Planet Fitness, I got to give them a shout out. These guys didn't charge me $21.99 this month because I wasn't able to go for the gym. Wow. Unlike the last 11 months that I haven't gone to the gym, they haven't paid me. They still charge me. But anyways,
I was just happy I didn't have to fake an injury to get out of my gym membership now.
Oh, I know, right?
Quarantine.
Like, dude, we didn't charge you during Corona. God.
My shoulder's killing me. I need 3 months off. Now I'm on Corona.
Dave, you must be killing it because I could only afford the $10 membership at Planet Fitness. I don't get access to those nice black leather massage chairs.
You know what? At the time, I was like $21.99. I'm a professional. I don't live with my parents anymore. And I went 3 days in, I think, almost 18 months. So
did you use the tanning bed?
What's that?
Did you use the tanning bed?
No, it's disgusting. I'd have COVID if I did that. I mean, come on.
It might help.
Guys with nice tans are coughing right now. No, I'm white. I'm see-through. I'm transparent. I take my meds. I meditate. I exercise. I diet, and I sleep. But right now, that's what you're supposed to do in a healthy lifestyle. Right now, I'm like more of a mess. I meditate because I fall asleep after I smoke weed. My exercise is walking to the door. Delivery's here, right? And then no diet, and then I sleep again because.
Hey Dave, this may help.
I'm gonna have the quarantine 25 at the end of this. Like the freshman 15 and I'm gonna have the quarantine quarter.
This may help with that. We just got a comment from Jay Baker. He said devil dogs are now made dipped in fudge.
Yes, they are. We love Jay Baker. Jay Baker, let me tell you something. He is the funniest son of a gun. We have to get him on here one time and have him tell his stories. I don't even know he can eat devil dogs. He had a serious man issue. So yeah.
That sounds dangerous.
He's a big dude. That's on episode 3.
Episode 3
with Russo.
It's like you're up, Jay Baker. That's good.
All right.
Hey, Dave, what's the I think you mentioned this, the first joke you ever wrote, and I think it's one of the funniest ones. With all the funny stuff I've seen you do, your slow motion bit, your impersonations, I mean, it's one after another. Yeah. But I try that at home in the mirror. It does not look the same. That's
Yeah. Well, the first joke I ever wrote
mm-hmm.
was about I found out it was the guy who invented the bra. And I'm like, I didn't think there was any possible way a guy could have invented the bra, because I figured if we did, we would have graded it differently. You know, because like a D would have been an A. Yeah. And a C would have been an A. You know, I mean, and I added to it like, no, a B still would have been a B, young lady. If she was heckling me during the show, I'd bring that. And I tell you what, though, if I invented the bra, seriously, I never would have waited 50 years to move that hook from the back of it to the front of it. I never would have had hooks. I would have had Velcro. You know what I mean? All right, there you go. First joke ever wrote. That was a great joke. I love it. 1999 or 2000.
Now, do you just write it like on a napkin, like, you know, you kind of see, or like what do you do? Just carry on a piece of paper?
I write every time before I go on stage. I'll grab something new and I'll survey the audience. I'll survey the mood. I'll survey what's going on in the world. I'll just survey the energy. And then I'll just kind of figure out what my opening joke's going to be, write down material that I think will fit or go with it. And then I take a picture of those notes.
Yeah.
I fold that, put it in my pocket. I put my phone on audio. I put it in the thing. I audio tape every show I've ever done, probably now that I've had this iPhone for probably 4 years. I have every picture of every note that I've ever done, but it's, you know, the paper thing was getting ridiculous. These things are getting ridiculous. So I just take pictures and I store on my phone. And a lot of times I'll have to go in my phone, and sometimes I'll even go back to my phone. Like, what was I doing last October when it's this October coming up? Because a lot of times I'll be like, what's going on in the world? Oh, pumpkins, October, talk about kids. Yeah. Like I remember I found a joke recently, and it happened. I was at the St. Rocco's feast, and I remember you heard somebody yell walking that way. Someone yelled, Tony. And like 75, 80 people turned around. I turned around. I look like a Tony. So it's like I have to remember when I'm doing a show with you know, Italians in the audience. That's one of the jokes I got to remember. So yeah, it's never ending, dude. I write I'm not known as a writer, but I write every single day. I put every thought in my mind on a piece of paper or on the phone, and because I can't remember anything after today. I won't remember this crap.
Nice, buddy. He's gonna know. Joe Trammell from The Entertainer on E says he's watching. He says hello.
Who said that?
Joe Trammell, Jessica Trammell.
Oh, Joe. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Now he is probably pound for pound one of the most talented entertainers to ever come out of Las Vegas. He's a physical comedian, like a Carrot Top. Okay, but Carrot Top, who's a genius and is phenomenal, actually is a fan of Joe Trammell. And Joe Trammell does. I don't even really know how to explain. He's all pop culture, all pop tough TV, and he does these physical transformations with. I mean, it's a Vegas show is what he puts on. He probably should have won The Entertainer, but licensing for music and all that stuff. So he's awesome.
Well, Dave, listen, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I mean, this has been an incredible first run for us.
A first run, not bad.
Yeah. You know, we just kind of came up with this idea last week. We're just like, you know, comedians got to be going nuts. So you're the first guy we thought of to talk to. So I want to thank you for hopping on, chatting with us.
I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you having me. I got to meet Scotty, who, for people out there that don't know, is from Plainville, and he was nothing but plain during this live podcast right here, right? And then we got the Tone from So Tone was a wrestler from in Malden, and his wrestling coach was my mentor, my wrestling coach. Yeah. And of course, you and I know we've met. You put me in the Fanatics commercials, and oh, you know what? Can I give you a plug since you gave me a plug?
Absolutely.
The All In Challenge.
Yes.
The All In Challenge. You guys, you're doing a lot for the All In Challenge, and I know comedians are probably some of the biggest givers in groups. We always donate at that time. I would like to do something for the All In Challenge, but I'm obviously not as famous. I don't own the Dallas Mavericks, so maybe I can. I don't know. Deliver some wine. Maybe I can give you. I'll get a couple boxes of Devil Dogs, fudge covered, of course.
Fudge covered.
I don't sell yourself short, Dave. I think some people would definitely bid on that prize to get you to show up with Devil Dogs, some wine, and a cornhole game. I think you'd be good to go. I think that'd be a good.
Well, you know what? you know what? Maybe we will throw in like a Ray Borg bobblehead doll. I have some fun stuff. I got the Steve Nelson shirt behind me, number 57, Patriots legend. I don't know. I just think it's a great thing that you guys are doing with the All In Challenge, and don't underestimate the little guy. We also like to help every once in a while.
Yeah, no, we're fortunate enough to be a part of it. It's all, Michael Rubin and Fanatics and the gang over there that have just put together an unbelievable program to raise a lot of money for people in need right now. They're doing great auctions and sweepstakes. So if anybody listening or watching doesn't know about that, please check it out. And we're just at Conductor fortunate enough to be helping doing some of the promo work. But what this organization is doing with Michael Rubin is amazing. So.
Yeah, I commend you guys. That's awesome. The only reason why I brought up the Dallas Mavericks, Rubin, because he's giving you a contract. He's letting you shoot a free throw in a game. He is the man. So I can only imagine what some of the. I haven't gone through all.
Oh, it's unbelievable. And I'm an entertainment and movie nerd, and you can get into, you can enter a chance to win in, get in a training session with Kevin Hart. You can be in a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. You go out there and hang out with the entire cast of Friends. Like, there's all kinds of awesome stuff to do. So,
all right. Well, cheers to Conductor Productions then.
Cheers to you, Dave. And listen, we have no shows to plug because you're on quarantine. So sorry about that. But
that's all right. Dave, check him out. I'll deliver it.
Yeah, DaveRusso.net. And what's your other?
Well, I would go on Focino. I would go FocinoVenue.com and order the wine. I'll deliver it to you.
I think that'll be a hot item right now because I need a drink right now, and I think I think that's probably the one business just killing it. It's got to be alcohol sales.
Wine.
All right.
All right, buddy. Be good, Dave.
I love you guys.
Thanks everybody for watching, and thanks, Tone and Mac. We'll see you guys soon.
See you later. See you, Dave.
Cheers, guys.